So here we go. Excellent. Go live. Hello everyone, it's Kylie Bertucci here, Stamping Up Demonstrator in Australia. I'm never sure when it begins, so if I've just repeated myself, you'll know why. But I hope you're all well and you can see me all okay. I can't see myself on the screen, so hopefully, oh yes, I can see. Good. Excellent. How is everyone today? It's good to see you all. It has been a hectic couple of weeks. We've had my mum and her husband Michael here with us, and we have been flat out having fun, but also trying to cram everything in between. Hello everyone. Oh, it's so good to see everyone here. Love it. All these familiar names jumping up. Hi Judy, hi Jeanette, good to see you. Now, straight off the bat, I am going to say some apologies because my brain was a little bit fuzzy this week with mum coming, preparing dinners, all the things that we needed to get done with Stamping Up. I made a big boo-boo and I offended some people, so I'm very, very sorry for this. I've just realized that when things change, or if there's a change in routine, it's really challenging to keep you calm, keep cool, stay kind. It's really, really challenging. So there was a few people that didn't get a tutorial bundle, and I think it was just one day that I was just like, oh my goodness, please, just things work. And yes, I didn't handle it the best way. I basically said, here's your refund, please go and order it from someone else. Because it was like I couldn't deal with anymore. Like I was up to here and I felt like I couldn't give the customer service that I wanted to give. So I have to implement a few things just to cope with, when I do have visitors, or maybe even just an email that says, look, I'm away for a couple of days while my family are here. Just something that helps to communicate to people what's happening. Because it was really difficult when I got an email just saying, it's been 2 days, you haven't contacted me and I'm really upset. This is really upsetting me. And it was really hard to sort of, because normally I'm just so onto everything so that type of thing doesn't happen. Oh, Bruno, you're so cute. And then the other big boo-boo that I did was I thanked the wrong person for our beautiful gift, and I really, really hurt her feelings, and I feel so awful about it because I feel bad because I mentioned the wrong person and it's so not like me. So I'm really, really, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was going to have a cry. But I wanted to thank Nancy Clark for this beautiful gift and our Love It Chop It t-shirts. She emailed me and let me know that I'd mentioned the wrong person, and I felt so awful about it. So thank you so much for our beautiful shirts and our peanut butter M&Ms. I shared it with my mum and my brother and they loved them. Look how many are left. My piggy brother. I feel bad. Thank you. Sorry for dropping the bundle, everyone. Seriously, it was like, I said to Bruno, I feel like, yes, I am a human, but I don't like being human. I like to be like all over everything. And I feel really bad. And I know I disappointed some people, and I hate that. I hate disappointing people because I felt like I couldn't give my best to my mum too because I kept getting distracted and So big sorry. Hugs to you all. And even like the paper shares, I got my mum helping me with the paper shares when she arrived. I'm like, Mum, these have got to go out. I know you've just arrived, but you got to help me. But I didn't get to email everyone and let them know that they were coming. So I really hope that you have received all of them. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Bruno. Saying hello to everyone. But yes, some people have messaged me and said they've come, it's all good. But yeah, I felt like really behind the ball all week. I just felt like I was chasing my tail, and yet really trying to give my mum the time that I wanted to give her. Yeah, and I hope people do understand, but sometimes, like, I did get a few emails where people were genuinely hurt by my actions, and I do understand that. I know it's difficult when you expect a certain standard of service and that hasn't happened. So I just need to make sure that I communicate that really well. I can't just assume that people watch my videos because maybe they didn't. So just having an email that lets them know exactly what's happening, or sending out a newsletter and saying, look, if I don't reply to you straight away, this is why. So it's taught me a lot. I just don't think I've done that for a while, and so I think I'll learn from this situation on how to deal with it a little bit better next time, so that I'm not getting frustrated and also feeling guilty. Like, that's the last thing I wanted to feel when my mum was here. I wanted to spend time with her and have a good time, and it's really difficult when I can't do what I usually do, and I don't want to feel bad about that. I want to spend time with my mum and enjoy it. So it was a very challenging week, and I've learnt a lot. I mean, we learn a lot every time something like this happens. But there's always room for growth and always room to learn. And there was a few people that I apologized. I wrote back and I said, look, I didn't handle it the right way, and I'm really sorry. I hope that you can forgive me. I should have communicated what was going on. So you learn a lot from being honest and open about your feelings. And like someone just said, we're just human. Yeah. I know, and honestly, Luann, if I use sticky notes, my room would be covered in sticky notes. Thank you. Yes, life can get on top of us. But, I really wanted to express this today because, sometimes you can look at these videos, and I try and keep myself very real and open and vulnerable. But I thought it was really important to express it, how apologetic I am, because, and that just to let you know that, that we do drop the bundle. Like people like us, you might see some videos and think, oh, they've got it together. Everything always works out well for them. But we have tough days and we have tough times with our business, and there's times where it isn't easy, and, you want to crawl into a hole and not see anyone. Like the last thing I felt like doing was jumping on and doing a video today, but I'm so grateful to all of you, and I'm grateful that I have this platform that I can be myself and have your encouragement and support too, which I know I'll feel better afterwards. Yes, and that's what I thought too, Mandy. But then it's also, I have a responsibility to my customers as well. So I think being able to communicate to both parties in a good way, like being able to say to my mum, and she would totally be fine if I said, I have to work today, I have to do this today, or I'm doing this now. But I think I was just trying to spend as much possible time as I could with my mum, as well as doing what I normally do. And it doesn't always work like that. You can't do it all. So I needed to sort of communicate it with both parties a bit better. So I think that's what I've learnt too. Because, most people have jobs where they go to work. Like, we don't have that job where we just leave the house and we go to work. Like, if my mum was staying normally and I worked a regular job, it'd be like, well, I work from 9 to 5 and we're leaving the house, so I hope you have a nice day. So it's challenging to learn when you've got people in your house and you're working. I felt, you feel guilty doing that. So yeah, there's a lot to learn at all times. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Yes, it's true. family first, but also I have a responsibility too. So I have to make sure that I put family first, but also communicate well with my customers and my team members about what's happening. So yeah, you learn. So let's do some creativity because I need therapy today. I need cheering up. What's the best way to cheer yourself up? Do crafting because it's so much fun and it's therapeutic. Hi, Catherine. So this just went live on my blog this morning. So definitely head over to our blog today because we have a lot of projects. Bruno has been super, super busy and has done, that's my blog. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Yeah, there's not enough hours in the day. That's so true. Definitely go and check out our blog because Bruno has done some stunning cards this week. He's been so supportive and helpful, and I just absolutely love that man even more than ever after this busy week, and just the flexibility that he has had supporting me with my family. Having a husband like that is very rare. So hugs, Bruno, thank you. And he did some incredible cards. Let me show you some of these here. So this literally just went live last night, so you may not have even seen this one, but check that out. Isn't that the most beautiful card? And look, he even did the inside. How stunning is that? Now, the name of this set I will get for you because it's not a common one. So it's the Mountain Air Bundle. And I'm just going to share my computer screen with you so you can see my blog. It's just coming up. But one thing that Bruno said about this stamp set was what impressed him was just the detail and just how well Stampin' Up! Have done the layering in this. It's like the distinctive stamping type thing. Oh yeah, here it is here. So I'll just pop my little picture in. There we go. So that's it on the blog. So yeah, he just said, this is the first time I've used, it's a reversible stamp, that's right. I remember reading something that I was like, it's something really different. So you can use both sides of the stamp. And he's got the layering there. So if you've got our card templates, you know exactly what sizing he has used. But yeah, got the smoky slate and the basic grey. So, and then you can see how the reversible stamps work. He's put in that video there for us so that we can see exactly how that reversing stamp works, which is fantastic. So really beautiful card. And then he used the sentiment from the Do the Impossible stamp set, which is this one here. And then used the classic label punch to add that with the beautiful mint macaron ribbon. So really beautiful card that Bruno's done. So definitely check that out. And yeah, gorgeous. Well done. That was just last night. Now we also have the tutorial bundle blog hop. So as I showed you, this one here that has just literally gone live this morning. And our design team, we have a few new design team members, which is super exciting. But for the month of February only, you can get the subscription. So if you either click on this image here, or it says here, purchase the subscription and get 1 month free. So we're doing a 5-month subscription, and every month you will get 12 unique tutorials that are not shown anywhere else online. So these are the beautiful thumbnails of those exclusive tutorials. And yeah, I did an example using, because this month we're using our Peaceful Poppies suite to show. So it's the Peaceful Poppies tutorial bundle, and each month we'll be using a different suite that we're going to highlight. So every single card is using that suite, which is really going to help you with your creativity for that particular suite. and allow you to get the absolute most out of all of the products from that suite. So definitely check that out. And you can see here we've got the amazing list of designers in our design team. So you'll get a lot of inspiration. So this image here is not the tutorial. What you'll see is us using a simple design with the suite, but we also have the tutorial bundle, which has a completely different idea that you will not see anywhere else online. We thought we'll do the hop so that just shows you what our designs are like, and it helps build your confidence that the tutorial bundle that you're going to receive each month is going to really help you learn some new techniques and ideas. So we're going to make this together today. Now there's a few other cards that I have here that I want to show you. So I'll just highlight it on the blog actually. This one here was another one that Bruno made this week. How gorgeous is that? I can't thank you all enough. I can't. I really appreciate all of you. And he has done a wonderful job of using the gorgeous Coastal Weave 3D embossing folder. And I'm pretty sure that he's used, yes, the Designer Series paper in the background. So I'm really impressed with this idea that Bruno has done. He's done Love It, Chop It, but he's also embossed the paper. So that's a really nice technique to learn. And then he's got the beautiful layering behind the sentiment as well. This sentiment here is one of Bruno's absolute favorites, and I have to say I'm super impressed with these sentiments and dies. So definitely check them out. You can get it as a bundle on our Stampin' Up store if you live in Australia. So it has the dies and this gorgeous stamp set here that have so many fantastic ideas. So he's used the I Can't Thank You Enough, but even your friendship is a blessing, and then wishing you much happiness today and always. Like that could be used for a few different things. It doesn't just have to be wedding. That could be, yeah, lots of different things. So really sweet sentiments that are great for a lot of different uses. So you can get it in the full bundle here, and these frames are absolutely fantastic. You're going to be able to use them for a lot more than just this stamp set. So definitely check that one out, the So Sentimental, and all the links are down here, and that beautiful Coastal Weave embossing folder. So, and then the timeless tropical stamp set. So he's done some beautiful cards. Clearly you all love that one because there's been 194 pins on that one. If you ever want to save it, you just click on save and it will open up Pinterest, and you can put it on any board that you want to put it on. So it's a really good idea to do that, so that if you want to copy it a little bit later or do a reminder of that technique, you could put it in a technique folder. You can create whatever folder you want on Pinterest, and then you can go back and find those projects to help you. Now the other one that we had was, oh yes, he did this fantastic one using colour. Actually, I think this one, yeah, this one's Bruno's, because I did this one here for me. Yeah, that one there. That one I'll show you in a moment. But Bruno was at the tennis with us, with Mum. We took Mum to the tennis. It was a massive day. That probably was what was the catalyst to our week being so busy and us being so tired, because I think we were at the tennis for maybe 12 hours or something. Crazy people. But we watched these girls play, and Bruno was like, oh my goodness, that would make the most amazing card. So he came home that night and created a card, because, you know, that's what you do when you come home from the tennis instead of sleeping. So the photo doesn't necessarily do it justice. The second one's not too bad. But anyway, the embossing is absolutely gorgeous on this, just with that little bit of vellum. And then the amazing twine as well, which is from the Country Club twine. And this is the Absolutely Argyle embossing folder. So really beautiful combo there. Just the Calypso Coral, Night of Navy, and Whisper White, which came from this tennis player's outfit. So we can get our inspiration for colour from all sorts of different places. and that will help us to keep our mojo going as well. What else have I got here? I want to go home, and then I'll show you this one that Bruno just did as well. Yes, this one. Now, this one is a bit of a surprise because some people don't realize that we still have the ornate frames. They were in the holiday catalogue and they were kind of hidden. Even in the holiday catalogue, some people were missing them. But they are a carryover set. So definitely check them out if you don't have them, because they are just so detailed and gorgeous. So this is a card that Bruno made using the breathtaking bouquet in the background with the crushed curry. He's got the beautiful crushed curry ribbon there. And again, he's used one of his favorite framelits, which I just showed you from the So Sentimental bundle. So that's that one. Oh, yes, that one there down the bottom with my head in the way. So yeah, he's used that one. And I just absolutely love this color combo with the Night of Navy and the crushed curry. It just looks so, so beautiful. And if you haven't got your hands on that breathtaking bouquet set yet, it is a definite must-have. In fact, I want to show you a fellow demonstrator. I'll see if I can find it on Paula Dobson. She's from New Zealand. I'm Googling breathtaking bouquet Paula Dobson. Let's see if we can find it. Ah, there it is. Check this out, would you? See, honestly, this is just, it is breathtaking. Look at that. So it just shows you how incredible this amazing stamp set is. Like, seriously, Paula, drop the mic. How beautiful is this? So definitely go and check out Paula Dobson's blog, because her blends are like another level, like stunning. Absolutely like, I'm speechless. This card is so beautiful. But you can see how Paula's used it to be just the hero. But then I've seen some that have, you've used it in the background. We've done a few different ones with the breathtaking bouquet, and it's just a must-have stamp set. If you do not have this yet, you must have it. Stat. Today. Go shopping today. Do some knuckabilly. Accidental, unintentional shopping. It's so beautiful. Now, I'm just going to check and see if you've been commenting while I've been looking away, because I love seeing all your comments. Yes. Oh, yeah, Bruno hasn't seen that one. Yeah. How did she do that? With Stampin' Blends, Jenny. Yes. I know. It's so beautiful. So definitely check out that one. Hi, Kylie. Good to see you. Excuse me. Ah, that's better. But yes, definitely check out the breathtaking bouquet, because it's just out of this world, stunning, beautiful, and you have to have it. So good. I'm glad I jumped back on and saw all your comments, because it's just seriously amazing. She's so talented, that lovely Paula Dobson. Now, there was one other one I wanted to show you. So let's just jump up. Oh, by the way, our international highlights have gone live on Tuesday. So it's just a couple of days ago. When you go here, you will notice that there is an amazing gallery. And you can actually go here and vote for your favorites. So we have 35 incredible projects that have been made, and you're able to vote on your top 5 favorites from here. I got given that card from Kayla. It's stunning. So definitely check out these. You can click on the person and then go to their blog and check out it a little bit closer. each one. So even with Karen, she just had a few there. And you can click on the name and that will take you to their blog. So again, I think this one is, oh no, that looks like frames. So definitely go and check them out. You can leave them a comment if you want to. But big thank you to everyone who supported the gallery for this month. If you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like to take part in our international highlights each month, we run them each month and anyone can join in. Everyone is invited, even if you're not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. There is someone here, I think, that connects to her Instagram. I think Shona Gay might have done it. Oh, no, actually, I did check in the end and she did connect to a blog. But you can connect to your Instagram. You could connect to Facebook. You don't necessarily have to have a blog. Yeah, it is her blog. But yeah, you don't necessarily have to have a blog to take part. So if you have any questions about that, I've got a link that I can share with you and you can come and be part of our international highlights, hopefully for next month. The theme is thank you. So that would be nice to see you take part because not enough of us thank one another, do we? Now, the other one that I wanted to show you too was this one, Best Dressed. So that's this one here. How gorgeous is that designer series paper? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. And I love that even though the designer series paper has shoes and lipstick and is very girly, but it's also got this beautiful floral print on the other side. So if you're not really like a makeup girl, then you can use the flowers. There's another side to it. And I just love this combo of the Old Olive and Petal Pink. Thank you, Stampin' Up! I wouldn't have thought of that combo, but because the paper has it, Stampin' Up! Tell us exactly what we can use. And if you wanted to, you could switch it out and use the purple posy instead of the petal pink. But I just think that looks so beautiful. And again, I've used those frames that Bruno and I absolutely love, those dies, stitched so sweetly. And the sentiment is actually from the By the Dock stamp set. So you may not have seen that stamp set, and it's actually the main reason why I got that stamp set. I looked at the sentiments and I'm like, I don't care if I'm just getting it for the sentiments, I'm going to get it because it's just such a great, beautiful font and just a really must have. Like, I just love this. I'll always look up to you no matter how much I've grown. Really beautiful images there. And I'm sure I'll use this somehow, but I definitely was like, nah, the sentiments have absolutely stolen my heart and I am going to just get it for the sentiments. So I did. So, let's have another look at Paula Tops. Breathtaking. Just use the darker around the edge. You could just, if you analyze this, you could actually see how she's done her blending to really make those flowers pop. She's used a couple of combos within the same color, not just dark and light, like maybe here it's dark and light with the purple posy, but this one here, she's gone with two different types of colors and it just looks amazing. Super, super talented. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so that's all of the show and tell I have for you. We also had Bruno's hilarious macaron hamburger turned into a macaron. It kind of looks like a macarons now, doesn't it, when you change the color? So he had a lot of fun with that because I kind of did one with burgers just for fun. And Brenna's like, I'm totally going to do a macaron one that like fully you just know is a macaron. So that's it there. So definitely go and check out. Yeah, there's my outdoor barbecue. He said, as soon as I made it, I'm like, is that a macaron? So, and this is the great new coordinating dies that have just come out. So let me show you this. This is actually good that this has come up because we have these brand new coordinating dies that have just come out. Absolutely beautiful. You've seen my fancy fold card that I made using those beautiful dies. So definitely go and have a look at those because they're now available for customers. And I have a couple of these kits left. So if you place an order over $90 with me this month, then you will more than likely receive a kit to make this. You will need the paper, and you of course will need the dyes, but you could use all sorts of different dyes. But I absolutely love those flowers, and I've just used the blends. I've got a tutorial as well that I made on how to make this card, so you'll get that for free. Or if you already purchased from someone else, or you live in another country, then you can purchase the tutorial from us. I'll just put here, yeah, Bruno is very talented, I agree. So that's the fancy tutorial link. So if you just wanted to purchase that, you can go for it. And then we also have the subscription to the tutorial. You can get just February if you just want the peaceful poppies. Thank you, Elaine. You can get just the February only tutorial by clicking on that one. But if you decide that you want to get the whole subscription, which is 5 months and then you get a month for free, then you can click on that one. So if you have any questions about that, I'll definitely pop it in the links below as well. So if you're on your PC, you can just click on the show more button, which is like a very light grey. Or if you're on your, yes, he did use the Stamparatus, Luann. The hinge stamping he used. He just kept going down one by one on the hinge of the Stamparatus. But yeah, if you're on a mobile, then just there's a little arrow, tiny little arrow button that you can press, and that will open up all the information. So, hi Jackie, good to see you. So let's do some creating. We've got lots and lots coming up still. Like I'm still seeing piles of cards here that Bruno and I have made. So there's lots of exciting things coming up. Make sure you subscribe to our blog. That's our blog subscription link there, so that you don't miss any of our projects and you're seeing them all online, so that you can get all the latest updates. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm glad you like that. So let's have a little look here. I think I'm going to mix things up. Because we saw that beautiful card, let's do a different color combo here and see what ends up happening with this one here when we use different colors. So I'm thinking, what's my mood today? Am I going subtle, bold? I think I might use a bit of crushed curry with Night of Navy. I think that's what I'm vibing. Let's try that. Are we all up for that one? I think it will look really, really good. So what we'll do is I'll just bring my light down so that we can see nice and clearly. And I'll do my split screen. There we go. So I've got the dies there already. So I think if we grab, I was going to do the crushed curry and basic. Actually, no, I think I will do that. That's what I was vibing. Because then I can use some of my beautiful sequins as well with this. So let's have a little look here. So if you have my card templates, you'll know exactly how I'm cutting my layers. If you don't have my card templates, it's a tutorial. And I put them in my wood mount case because I have all three. There's 3 different sizes. I, of course, use my A4 one the most. But there's also ones for A4 cardstock in inches. And this is inches for letter cardstock or standard cardstock. So there's 3 different tutorials. And each one will match the other. So if I say use your gorgeous grape card base, as your measurement. No matter what country you're in, you'll know what your measurement is in your country, in your measurement. So it's kind of like a deciphering code, as well as a template, as well as an idea. So it has a lot of uses. I'm just going to make sure my split screen is right. Yeah, that looks better. Good. I was a bit off center. So use your gorgeous grape card base as your first layer, whatever that is in your country. Oh, actually, I don't like cutting it that size for, I'll save that for something else. Jessie will be like, are you cutting cardstock unnecessarily, Kylie Bertucci? Yes, I'm sorry, Jessie. I'm just going to see. I have like spare bags with all my scrap pieces in here, and sometimes we might just find some cards already pre-cut. I always like to check here first, because sometimes I make a boo-boo and I cut it the wrong way, and I may as well use these ones. Oh, feels like there's one here. Yes, that looks good. And that one maybe just in case. Oh no, that's cut the other way. Good, I'll use that one. I'll see if that's the correct size, because it's good to keep all these scraps, and I have them all in a bin, like a big container. Sorry if I'm knocking you. Oh, this is my big container, and it has all my colors all bagged up so that they're in each, and they're all labeled. Jessie did a tidy of them yesterday, or 2 days ago, and so that's really handy to make sure that everything is neat and all in the place that it should be. So we'll do that one. Let's make sure that's all okay. Yes, that's happy, and that's the right size. Good. Now we'll do our layer. Now your next layer is going to be the Poppy Parade size. That's the one I did for my next layer. So that's going to be my crushed curry. And before I chop into a new sheet, let's check here. Yes, there's a spare one here. Ah, Jessie will be so proud of me. I'm using it, Jessie. I'm using my spare cardstock. So, Poppy Parade layer. She is such a valuable assistant. She's so sweet too. So I'll just put the card template link for the tutorial. So if you haven't seen those, you can check them out there. And she's also done some inserts for me, because Jessie's amazing. I have them pre-cut, ready to go, the inserts. So again, that's the Poppy Parade size. So Jessie did some chopping, loving and chopping for me. And then that means that we can do our insert and do some decorating there as well. So now we're going to, I'll come back a bit later. I have a spare piece of basic black here for our sentiment. In fact, I'll use, actually it has to be long enough to go across the whole thing, so we'll do that one. Ooh, actually here's a better one. We'll have a look at those two and see if it works. Actually that one won't be, oh, we might be able to mix it up a bit actually and not go the whole length. Anyway, we'll have a look. So let's grab our big shot. Now for those of you who don't have one of these die cutting machines, at the moment Stampin' Up! Don't have any for sale, but it won't be too far away. So hold on tight. You can get it at your local craft store, but I know that Stampin' Up! Is going to come up with something absolutely amazing, because that's just how they roll. It's going to be something that we all want. You know it. You know it's going to happen. So if you can just hang on a little bit longer, Here's hoping it's the new annual catalogue that it's going to be in that one. So sorry if I'm lobbling you. It's the Big Shot's fault. I'm blaming the Big Shot. So I love these peaceful poppy dies because look at how it cuts out. How cool is that? It's such an interesting die, this one. And so that's from the Peaceful Poppies bundle. You can get it all together or just the dies if you wanted. Now, what is really, really good with the dies that are like this is our fantastic brush. So this is the Stampin' Up brush, and you've got a foam, piece of foam here as well, and you can just very lightly, you don't have to be rough, but very lightly just go over the top of it, and then that'll pull out any of those little bits and pieces that are stuck in there. And I used to think, it's like, you know, like the embossing buddy, like whatever, you so don't need it. It's just Stampin' Up trying to make us buy more. Seriously, you need it. It really does work. Because look at all this sort of stuck in here. And you can just come along with your brush. Of course, you do it over the top of the bin. And then just get into those little holes. You can sort of just go go along it all. And then basically grab all of those little bits and pieces out of the die. And if you had to do that by hand, it would be so annoying. You'd have to pierce it with a tool, but this just really nice and quick gets it all out. But yeah, as I said, do it over the bin, not on the floor. Brenna just vacuumed. We can't ruin his good work. So I just done it in 4 places, this die cutting, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. I sort of wanted to leave the middle open a bit. Oh, you haven't used that die yet, Kylie. Yeah, I love this die. And it's a really interesting one because it's still, like it's in, yeah, you know what I mean? It stays in the actual sheet, which is really different. We're not used to it. We're used to it cutting it all out. But this one does not cut it all out. So it's perfect for something like this, where you want a little bit of a technique, you want a bit of a see-through. Even using this with designer series paper in the background is really nice to really highlight that you can see through the project. So let's do our last 2 here. I'm just taking out all of the scrap pieces with my brush and putting it straight into the bin. Seriously, if I did not have this brush, it would be a pain. But this is just so much easier. Yeah. So we'll do this side. And I do want to do the same sort of pattern. I mean, you don't have to be fussy. You really just can put it in the 4 corners. And you've got yourself a really nice card. I'm trying to go slow so I don't bump you too much. Yeah, I like the see-through die too. Peaceful Moments Bundle, page 27. Thank you, Elizabeth. Ah, yes, that's a good idea, Jeanette. I always forget to add that attachment because I use my picker tool for other things. But there is a little attachment. It's probably at the bottom of my containers here, hiding at the bottom. No, it's not at the bottom of that one. It's at the bottom of this one. I know we put it in this tray here somewhere. Yes, is that it? Oh no, that's the other section. I found the refill. But yes, that's very, very true. Thank you for highlighting that, Jeanette. Because I do need to pull it out more. Because it's a really cute little brush. Look at me, the pens are going everywhere. Come on, you little brushy brush. Where are you? Where's my take your pick brush? I know it's here. Nah, gone. It went walking with all the other things that have gone lost in this room. I will find it. That's going to be my mission today now, to find my take your pick a tool brush. But it's super cute and really tiny too. So look out for that one. So we'll do one more on this side. Yeah, playing with our toys is very important. It's just sitting down and taking the time. Like, I think Pinterest is awesome because you can have some ideas that are already there. So maybe you can create like a little Pinterest board and say, this is what I'm going to get done today. Even if it's just one of those things. And then you'll feel really accomplished. But you kind of have to have a plan of attack. Because if you don't have a plan, then yeah, you won't end up doing anything, and you'll just end up tidying or cleaning or making a mess and not accomplishing anything, which is super frustrating. So yeah, you definitely want to, yeah, I'm sure Bruno knows exactly where it's at. Bruno's like all over this room. He's like, I've got it. I know where it is. So grab those. Look at me, I'm still looking. I'm like, I know it's in there. It's in there somewhere. Good. Now we'll do our little sentiment. Oh, that looks so amazing. Love it. Chop it. Put that down there. Make sure I don't run over it. So let's have a look and see. Do we want to keep it with the black? I think I want a bit of Whisper White behind it, to be honest. But I do like the black. So I'm going to do, I like this idea. I'm going to do it right to the edge so that you actually don't see any of the edge of the Whisper White. So it's the same size as the crushed curry, but then we're going to use our sentiment. I might do, we'll have a look and see what we've got here. Yeah, I think we might still do a strip all the way across. I do like that. Why change it if it already works? Why change it? So now with this, it's good because you've got a few little spaces here that you can go right up in the corners, especially if you're using Tombow, because you want that to stick nicely. But it's okay if this doesn't fully stick. Look, I don't mind these bits sort of raising up a bit. But if you're really wanting it to stick well, you can use Tombow and just use a sponge dauber over the top of it. And then that will basically start, it will glue these little thinner pieces down a lot quicker too. So you just get your clear block, your aqua paint, like put a bit of Tombow, your aqua painter, put a bit of water, and then just use your sponge dauber to go over the top. And it really does work quite well. I got that tip from Patty Bennett. And so we'll stick that down right to the edge. Make sure it's all looking straight. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. I love having a bit of wiggle room because I never ever get it spot on the first time. So having the Tombow is really good. Now I want this flat so that you can see the border nicely, because if I raise it, then you're not going to see as much of the basic black. So if you wanted to raise it, you could probably go a little bit smaller, do the next layer, but I'm just going to stick that right down. There we go. So pretty. And then we'll do our sentiment. So I think I'll do, let's have a look. I think the Peaceful Poppies one is good because it goes with the, at least you're using the, actually it's Peaceful Moments. Yeah. That one there is a good one because it's in the same suite. But we could use, let's have a little look here. Maybe we could do this really nice thank you. Thinking of you with all my heart. Maybe we can do that one. That one looks so pretty. And then we can just put it in the center here. Is that the one? No, I think it's that one. Yeah. Maybe even this one will be nice. What's that one there? That's pretty too. Too many decisions. Too many things to talk to do. Do I have any weddings coming up? Maybe I can do something like that. I do like that thank you though. I'm going to do that one because it's nice and big. Yeah, let's do that. Although I do like the double one. I'm indecisive today. This is indecisive Kylie. Oh, Jenny is not good. Big hugs, Jenny. So many that are suffering with illness these days. It's so hard. Life is definitely challenging. Now, I'm not going to get too caught up on whether it's straight or not because I'm probably going to do some chopping with a die or maybe even one of our punches. We'll have a look and see what punch we've got there. But even those amazing... So I've just used the embossing buddy to take off any of the static. Then I'll just stamp. And again, it doesn't matter where, just sort of go to the center so you've got more room to play with. So I've stamped it with the Versamark. And the Versamark is like a kind of like a glue, but you can use it as like in the background. It's a really nice background color to use because it sort of makes the color that you have there a little bit darker. There we go. And then we'll emboss that. So pretty. Yay, I love that. I'm glad I ended up going with that one. So what we'll do, I'll have a look at our options, and this is literally how I craft. I get like different options, different punches, and just sort of work out what looks right with that framing. The one that I'm thinking straight away I've got a few really, really beautiful new punches, but we don't want to forget the ones in the annual catalogue too. Ooh, ooh, yes, okay. I've got about 5 here, actually 6. Let's try a few. Do you think I've got enough? I don't know. Let's have a look. And we can gauge. So this one here is in the new mini. It's like a fancy label. But there's also that one there. But that's good for layering. Like you can sort of use this one on and put that on top and just have it as a layer, which would be quite nice to actually see it layered like that. This one is similar to this one, but it's just a little bit longer. So if you feed it in here, you can actually see, like, is that going to frame it better? Which I think it will. It's going to frame it a lot nicer. Whereas if you, oops, hello. If you do it in this one, you can see, just have to chop off the edge a little bit. You can see that it's not going to, like, it's a little bit close for comfort on that one. So that's how you can sort of work out, yeah. Ooh, the ornate frame dies would be beautiful. That's very true. Let's have a look at that actually. I'll bring out the ornate frame dies so that you can have a good squeeze as well. Let's go through it all. Jessie put this in alphabetical order for me the other day. So now I can find everything that I need. Isn't she the best? Thank you, Jessie. Let's have a look. That one's nice. But I don't know if we want to, I don't think I want that because I don't want it to take away from that. And the one thing about this, like, it's nice, but I want it to be a little bit, like, have some layering. So I think it's going to be okay to use this one. I think I'm going to go with this punch and then layer it with the other one. I'll show you what I mean. So you just sort of line it up, get an idea of where you think it looks straight. So I'm looking at this sentiment at the bottom here and then looking at how close it is to the edges. So just so it looks like it's centered. So that one there. And the punches are nice and easy because then you're not having to pull out your die cutting machine. So we've got that one, which we definitely are going to raise. Yeah, check out the ornate frame dies because they are just so pretty. You're going to get a lot of use out of these ornate frame dies. And just a little tip, when you get your dies, take a photo of the layout, because I'm sure we've all been in the position where we've pulled things off and then we're like, oh, how did it even fit on here? How did it even go? So just, yeah, take a photo and then you'll know exactly how it fits in. This is one of the old ones. Oh no, this is the same. I'll keep that out because I want to put it in the right order. So let's just have a look here at, I've got a few scrap pieces of my basic black, so we can have a bit of a play around with this and just see what we come up with. So see what I mean with the layering? Like, you could do it like that, or if we wanted to, we could even use some of the Whisper White or crushed curry. Let's give a few of them a go. And we can just see which one. I'm going to need another bit of Whisper White for our inside. Okay, so sometimes this is what I do. I'm a very visual person, so this is what I like to do, is sort of have a few options. And we could do it this way. I think I prefer it like that. To me, that sort of fits nicer. That one's quite nice. I think with the black on the black, look, I actually don't mind it. I think what I would do though is just raise it to create like a little bit of interest, and it kind of makes it look like it's all part of the one punch, but this is actually framed quite nicely. So that's where I'm drawn to. The other thing that I could even do is do the crushed curry, which looks a little bit insipid. But what you can do is sponge the outside of the die, and then that will create that sort of standout. Like it'll really pop more when you do your sponging. So that's another option too. But I think I'll stick with the basic black, and we'll just layer that with dimensionals. Our fancy dimensionals. I saw someone, Lisa Harding, she posted how she'd taken dimensionals from all different spots, not from the same spot. So instead of going like this, it was like a bit over here and a bit over here. And I was like, I am so easygoing, but that is freaking me out. It's causing me to have a panic attack. I was like, this is not fun. I'm not a super organized person, but I've realized I do have things that I'm like, not coping. Oh, good on you, Nancy. I'm the same. I didn't even see your comment, and we agree. Actually, I won't stick it on yet. What I'll do is I'll stick this on first, and then I'll see where I want it to line up after that. Ooh, that'd be nice too. Let's have a look. I wonder if I can still do it. Like, can I add a little bit of crushed curry in between? So I can always pull this off, so don't stress if you think, nah, I don't like it. This is all part of the trial and error until you find something that you're like, yep, I really like that. So what I'll do is just cut it at this. And you could probably even use your trimmer for that. Oh, even the mini cutter would be perfect if I hadn't have glued it down. Now it should sit in between, so let's just move it up a little bit because it's a little bit off center. Just got to be slow and steady if you want to take these things off. You can do it, but you've just got to take your time. I do like it with the crushed curry in between. I think that's a very, very clever idea. That's better. Yeah. But I think I might go a little bit closer. So do this rather than doing it on with scissors, which is fraught with danger. Definitely, if you have your mini cutter, do it on there. It'll be a nicer cut too. Where are my black dimensionals? I don't even know. I think I might have used them all actually. That's actually quite sweet. I don't know. Maybe I don't want the crushed curry. Maybe if it was like super close, I might be happy with it. But I feel like I've cut it at the wrong angles. Or maybe if I did it spot on measurements. But look, it's not bad. It's not offensive. But it's not making my heart sing. I think I'm going to take that one off and just keep it black. But it was worth attempting that. We learnt from the process. Maybe having something like tiny like that behind, just to sort of create like a little bit of an accent. Let's do that. Let's try that. It's the bits that I cut off. I'm going to just do that tiny little. That's exactly what it is. Yes. Yay. I'm happy with that. I loved it and chopped it, and I'm keeping the little end bits. It's just a tiny little accent, but I think it's a very good idea. I think, did Jeanette say that? Was that you, Jeanette? Yeah, I like that. That's great. And I'm just going to put a little bit more Tombow on here because, you know, there's been a bit of paper attached to here. Is that a little bit of paper? Yes, I like that. It sort of creates that little bit of interest without detracting too much. That's really cute. And then we'll lay that down on there. You can use your grid paper if you're not sure if it's centered or not. But that looks pretty good to me. About there. And then I'll use some of the sequins to fill in those gaps a little bit. I've got the poppy sequins. I've got keys, I've got bees, I've got tropical. Where are the poppy sequins? We're using them too often, that's why. Ah, I think I found them. Yes, peaceful poppy. And I've got my fine tip glue pen. Yay! Everyone approves. So, oh, we might even be able to. So let's grab a couple of these. Not that one, I want the black one. So this is where this cool little tool is awesome. So I'm thinking, actually I'll lay it out first. I'll show you what I do for the sequins. So I work out where I want it, and then I glue it down. Oh my goodness, that just flew across the room. So, yeah, I'm definitely thinking these two over here. And yeah, I'm thinking the top is looking my favorite for now. have a look at it on this side. We might be able to do 5. Ooh, no, that's it. Yep, my eyes are happy there. So then I can just go with my little handy tools here. It's like I've got 2 hands, even though I do actually have 2 hands, but it just makes life a lot easier with the take your pick tool, do a little bit of fine tip glue pen there, pop that on top. Operation Kylie. And then there's that one. Ah, oh, that looks so cute. Yay! Thank you for all your help. I really like it. Love it. Chopit. Isn't this the hardest little thing? But seriously, I've got the worst eyes and I can still do it. So it's not bad. But make sure you put it back. You've got to get that really fine little section there. And then just pop that back in. Because if you don't, then it gets very hard inside the... you can fix it, but I've bent a few of these before. So even putting your finger like next to it can help to tell it where to glide into. Is it in the right spot? Feels a little bit tough. Oh no, that's got it. Yep. So make sure you put that together. So you can see here, let's move our embossing powder out of the way and do a bit of a tatty. And move our extra punches over here so I can feel like I'm breathing again. We don't want that one, so that can go back in there. And our glue lid can go back on. So we can see from these here, oops, shouldn't have touched it, Kylie. Leave it alone. Put a bit more glue on. Can't help myself. Can never wait for the glue to dry. Where's my picker tool? It's the stubborn one. it's the rebellious one. Just wanted me to have to put the little fine tip glue pen insert back on the lid. It's trying to create drama. Drama. Come on, little one. Yeah, I think that's the easiest way to do it, is sort of have your finger against it. Yeah, and then that feeds in. Because, yeah, my eyesight is so bad now. So look at those two next to each other. Like, who would think that they were designed from the same thing? Same, but very different. And I can even do, what I might do is, I don't think any of these, they do actual cutouts. Let's do one of those. Yeah, I'll do one of those in basic black. I've got another spare piece here. And then this can be for our inside. I've got the, where's the lid to my big shut? Shut. Where are you, my little one? I'm just going to do the inside. I tell you what, I'm feeling so much more relaxed after doing some creativity. Thank you for helping me have some therapy today. So I've just run that through on my lap because, you know, that's what you do. Use your big shot on your lap. So we'll pull that out. And use my brush here. So pretty. Now, after all that work on the outside, we want to make sure it's pretty on the inside too. No nudie runs. Oh, it's so pretty. What a beautiful set of dies. And then I'm just going to get my snips. Oh, actually, let's get our mini cutter. Our mini cutter. It's very good for things like this. And I just have to get in the habit of remembering to use it because it's perfect for this sort of thing. Remember, the only way to get the mini cutter now is to join up. So just do it as close as I can to the edge. Hold your little, ta-da! Isn't that fun? It's so good for this sort of thing. And if you want to do like sentiments and things, again, really good for that sort of thing. Voila. Thank you, little mini cutter. That's so much neater than me trying to eyeball it with my snips. We love your snips, but you're not always reliable in these situations. Look how good that looks. Ah, yes. Brilliant. Should we even? Should we? Yeah, let's do it. Let's add some sequins on the inside. No nudie runs. Mike's like, oh, but I like doing nudie runs. Let's just see how this looks. Might just use the plain ones, not the flower, because there's flower sequins and then there's just the regular. Oh, I do like that. Yeah, I'm going to use plain. 2 plain and 1 flower. And should we do it? So this is what I do. I just keep moving it around until it's in my happy place. Hello.
Hello. It's fun to do a nudie run.
A nudie run? Ah! Nudie Rudy.
Wanted to get some, right?
The tape. Packing
This.
parcels. Yeah, that's it. Got it. We've found the spot, people. We've found the spot. Clear. Glue in. Oops, put a bit too much that time. Clear. Clear. Yes. I really like that. Yeah. So pretty. It's just regular sequins. Oops. Shouldn't have touched it. Walk away, Renee. Actually, while that's off, I'm actually going to do, instead of the flower one, I'm going to do a flat one. That was meant to happen because I think it will be safer to do the flat. Oops, there feels like there's another one there. There is. Because it's the inside of the card, I think it will sit nicer. Yes, that's better. Because the flower sequins are a little bit sort of high. So I think it will sit nicer being on the inside of the card. Yes, very pretty. And again, I'm tormenting myself. But it's okay. See, there you go. I just fed it through. I think it, oh no, I just pulled it out again. But yeah, if you use your finger to direct where you want it to go. Why is it not going down? It's probably already got a blockage. Doubt it, because we've been very good. There we go. Come on, you can do it. It's getting trapped on something. Oh yeah, that's got it. Don't know why that got trapped that time. But anyway, we pushed it through. Wow. Bravo, everyone. That was a big live today. Ah, almost an hour and a half. I got in the zone. I was like crafting zone major. So let's go zoom out here. Hello. And I'll hold that up. I won't close it just yet so that I can make sure that my gold sequins dry on the inside. Yay! So I love being able to do something a little bit different. I'll pop that on the blog tomorrow. But as you can see, same design, but very different. Just by using different colors, different idea in the background here. As I mentioned before, you could use designer series paper. Love the layering of those dies and that little accent of the crushed curry. Spot on. I think it was Jeanette that might have mentioned that, but I really like that. I think it's made it really pop out. Yay! Thank you so much, everyone, for being here for so long today and joining me. And thank you for your encouragement, your comments, for subscribing to our YouTube channel. You keep us creating, and in turn that gets me on here doing creativity for you to inspire you. So thank you so much for your support, because it does keep me going. And now I feel 100% better because I've got to do some creativity, and it's always the best therapy. So think about how you can do some creativity this week. It might be getting some Pinterest pins and putting them into a document, or you may decide, I'm just going to copy Kylie's card exactly. I'm just going to use that. Do a few of them. You might want to use a few different sentiments, but just change that out. But it's so good. Oh, thank you, Bruno. Don't forget to like too. We've got 29 likes so far. That would be lovely. Ooh, we've gone to 30. So thank you very much. And if you know someone that you think will like this video, please feel free to share. We love you sharing our videos with friends. I'm going to make sure that you can see Bruno's comment. He said, if you enjoyed, click subscribe and share with your friends. Thanks, Bruno. He's so good to me. Thanks, Rachel. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you next week for some more creativity. We've got lots to show you this week, so definitely head over to kyliebertucci.com. And if you live in Australia, then we would love to have you as a customer or new team member as well. So if you have any questions at all about joining or shopping with us, please don't hesitate to ask. We'd love to look after you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Judy. And we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone. See you.